Most of my viewers already know how to animate a stretchy text in After Effects, but in the past few weeks, many people have been requesting this animation, so I came up with this stylish stretchy text animation tutorial. I hope you will learn a lot of new things. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to create a new composition. Give it a name and you can see the rest of the settings on my screen. So first of all, I'm going to select the text tool and then write anything you want into the composition, and then let's align this text to the center. I'm also going to increase the kerning of this text so we have some space between each character. So right now this is a text layer and we have to change this to a shape layer to animate this text. So select this text, then right-click and go to Create, then Create Shapes from Text, so it will automatically convert our text layer into a shape layer, and now we can delete our text layer. So as you can see, we have 5 letters in this text, so we have to generate 5 different shape layers for 5 letters. So we have 5 shape layers in the timeline. Now I'm going to rename each shape layer. And once you've done that, simply select the first shape layer. Then I open its contents properties. And here you can see all the characters, and right now I'm going to select all of them except the letter H and then delete them. So we have only the H letter in this particular shape layer. Now I do the same with the other shape layers as well. For example, I select the E shape layer and then I open its content properties. Then I select all the characters except E and then delete them, so we have the E letter in this shape layer. I hope you got my point. So we have to repeat this process with the rest of the letters. Next, I am going to select the layer H. Let me solo this layer so we can focus on this particular letter and hide the rest of the layers. So to animate the letter H, first I search for the path property in the search bar to reveal the path. Then I place the time indicator around the 2-second mark and then I add a keyframe. This is our finalized shape. Then I go back to the first frame, select the layer and press G to switch to the pen tool. And then I drag the shape to the left side so it goes out of the frame. And now you can see how it will animate. Next, I place the time indicator around the 30th frame and then I copy the last keyframe and paste it here. Then I switch to the pen tool and select some of the anchor points of this shape layer and change its shape. Then I place the time indicator around the 1-second mark. Once again, paste the keyframe here and then change the shape like this. Then one last time, I go to the 1.5-second mark and change the shape of the letter so it will animate like this. Then I select all the keyframes and press F9 to ease them so it will smooth out the animation of this letter H. But I noticed that at the second keyframe, it pauses for a moment. So I change the Bezier keyframe to a linear keyframe, and now it animates very smoothly as I want. After that, I am going to adjust the keyframe positions to get the desired movement of the letter. I am speeding up this process because it's a bit complicated to match the perfect movement and get a desired look, so you may have to change the keyframe positions many times until you get a satisfactory result. And now we have to animate each letter just as we did before. I can't show how to animate each letter one by one because if I do this, tutorial will become very long, but I will show you how you can animate the next letter because I have a smart trick to do this. So to animate the letter O first, I deselect everything and then I select the pen tool. Make sure you turn off the fill property, and then I'm going to create a straight line like this so it starts from the center point of this letter O and goes to the right side out of the frame. I'm also going to change its stroke color. Then I rename this layer as O line. Then I open its contents property and I am adding the offset path to this shape layer. So once I add it, you can notice that our straight line becomes wider and it's no longer a single line. So let's open the offset path properties, and if I increase the amount, it will increase the width of this line. I'm also going to increase the stroke of this line to match the letter O width. After that, I am going to open its cap property so we can change the cap to round cap. I also want to change the line join to round join to smooth out the corners. Then I open the offset path once again and change the miter join to round join to get round edges, as you can see on the screen. Now, I'm going to search for the path to reveal the path properties of this shape layer and then add a keyframe. Then I go back to the first frame, switch to the pen tool and change its shape like this. And you can see how it will animate. Now I copy and paste the keyframe at this point, then change its shape like this to match the letter O shape. And then I animate it manually as we did before. You can use the overshoot animation technique to animate this letter. It works very well on this particular animation. And when you are done, simply select all the keyframes and press F9 to ease them, so it will smooth out the animation. I hope you understood the animation technique which I showed. So let me quickly animate the remaining letters and I will get back to you. So I have animated all the characters which you can see on the screen, and now we are going to stylize this animation so it will look beautiful. So first of all, I'm going to select all the layers and then pre-compose them, naming this comp as text. Make sure you check this icon before clicking OK. Next, I duplicate this layer and then rename the bottom layer as Echo. Then I go to the Effects and Presets panel, search for the Echo effect and add it to this layer. Then I increase the number of echoes to 4. You can see the result on my screen. And then I am going to search for the gradient ramp effect and add it to this layer as well. So the echo effect changes its color. The next thing I want to do is create a larger echo of this text. So I increase the number of echoes to get a long echo design. After that, I select the first layer and change its blending mode to Hue to blend this text with the echo layer. Next, I'm going to create a new solid layer, name it as background because it's going to be the background, and place it below all the layers. Next, I am going to create one more new solid layer, and this one is for the grid. So I search for the grid effect and add it to this layer. Next, I change its color to dark gray. Then I change its anchor point. And lastly, I change its opacity to 50% to get a subtle look. After that, I select the echo layer and add a curves effect to this layer. Then change the curve slightly to increase the highlight of this design. Now, if you want to make this design pop or want to enhance it, I recommend you add a noise effect to it, as it will add depth to this design. You can control the amount of noise from here, so I set it to 10% for now. And lastly, I searched for the colorama effect and added it to this layer, just to show you how you can customize this design. But the correct use of this effect is that first we have to add a new adjustment layer to this timeline and then add the colorama effect to this layer. Then I go to the output cycle. And here you can see the different kinds of presets. I am choosing the ramp gray. However, you can switch the gradient ramp to get a different look. And then lastly, I searched for the tint effect and added it to our adjustment layer, then swapped the colors to get a white background. So that's how you can animate the stretchy text in After Effects and enhance the design. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.